This is a rent versus own analysis, and here I'm showing you four different scenarios. So you have a person who's currently renting and they're paying $28.50 in rent per month. And then here you can see I've got four options: an 800,000 purchase price with 20% down, and then I increase by 50,000 increments. So 850 with 20% down, 900,000 in price with 20% down, and 950 in price with 20% down. Here you can see the amount of down payment, which is 20%, and then the loan amount, interest rate 6.375, APR, which just rolls the closing costs into the rate. And then you can see the total monthly payment, principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. There's no HOA in this scenario. I've got a tax benefit based on a 22% tax bracket. And then I've got the total funds needed to close, which includes the down payment and the closing costs and the impounds and everything else. You can see here I'm using a 10% rent increase on this analysis. So annual rent increase of 10%, a property appreciation rate of 4%, and a tax bracket of 22%. So here you can see I've got the rent versus principal paid over the next 5 years. This is a 5-year forward look. So you can see this individual, since they're paying $28.50 in rent, over 5 years is going to pay $208,000 in rent over the next 5 years, and that's basically a sunk cost. They can't get that. They can't get that money back, and it's not really doing anything for them. And then here you have if they were to purchase, let's say in the 800,000 price point, they're going to have paid total principal of 41,759. So that means that their loan balance will have been paid down by almost $42,000. And then their home value would be 973,000. So they bought it for 800,000, and 5 years later, assuming a 4% appreciation rate, it's now worth almost $1 million. Their total equity in the home is 375,000. If they were to purchase a home today at a $900,000 purchase price, they'll have paid almost 47,000 in principal. They'll have a real estate value of almost 1.1 million, and they'll have total equity of 421,966. And then on this next slide, I show you a 15-year forward look. So here on this option, it shows, or in 15 years, they'll have paid $1,076,000 in rent. I'm sorry, yes. And then let's say we go with an 850 price point. If they bought a house for 850 in 15 years, they'll have paid principal of 189,000, and they'll have equity of 1,039,000. So you can see here that owning real estate and purchasing real estate is a great way to build your wealth, because you have the home increasing in value every single year, ideally. And also you have the principal every month. When you're making your mortgage payment, you're actually paying your loan balance down. So you have two ways that you're building wealth with owning a home. Whereas with renting, you're not getting any benefit for the money that you're paying. And when you purchase a home, you commit to living in that property for 1 year. So after 1 year, if you decided you wanted to rent out your house, you could have someone else live there, have a tenant move in, and then cover your mortgage. And then they're paying your payment down. They're building equity for you, paying your principal, and doing it for you, and you're not even having to pay. So it's just a really great option. I can do this analysis with different numbers. I can show you, let's say, a conventional loan with an FHA loan with 3.5% down, and compare that to a conventional loan with 5% down at the same price. You can see the difference in payment, the difference in cash to close. And then I can also show you, let's say you have between, 5, 10, or 15% down. I can show you that as well. Here's a breakdown of the monthly payment, shows you the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. And then this shows a breakdown of the cash to close. And then the very last pages show a breakdown of the closing costs. So if you guys want me to do an analysis, please reach out. I'd be happy to work up some numbers for you. And thanks so much.